Okay, PJBT friends, we would like to welcome you to our YouTube channel for the finals of the fourth adult junior on the PJBT schedule. We are coming to you live from Stanton Lanes in Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania. We have just completed the final three games, and we are waiting to find out who's moving on to the top four winner-take-all one-match finals in both the scratch and handicap divisions. We had 55 teams competing today. 51? I thought it was 55. Okay. Peaches says we had 51. So we are waiting for Skip and Travis to let us know who's making the top four. I appreciate your kind words and support.
Hey, you're going to be on live stream, so you better already share it so you can tell people that you're going to be on TV.
Thanks for asking me. Absolutely. Thank you for driving up this far. So, since this is a one-game shootout and we don't have a break between matches, let's get some stuff out of the way. Upcoming schedule. Reminder, next week we are off. There is no PJBT next week. The week after, on May the 14th, that is a Saturday, we are at ABC North Lanes in Harrisburg, PA, for a noon start time. Noon start. I mean, I have 2 Sundays in a row off.
Correct.
Holy cow, Peaches is joining us
Correct.
on the live stream. And then the week after is the final PJBT regular season event on
A Saturday.
the 18th season.
It's a Saturday.
That is also a Saturday.
At 2:30, you get 3 Sundays
I
off.
get
Three Sundays.
Holy cow, 3 straight Sundays. I'm not going to know what to do with myself. That on Saturday, May the 20th, for our last regular season event, that is at Colony Park North in York. That is a challenge shot event. This year is going to be at Montreal. That is a 2:30 start time. That is our regular Saturday start time. And then after that, we go into the postseason. The following Sunday, we are back at Colony Park North for the Bracket Survivor Tournament. For those of you that want at least one bracket this year, you get to bowl in a free tournament where you're guaranteed to win some scholarship money. Everybody who bowls wins scholarship fund. I believe the top prize in both scratch and handicap is $500.
Something like that.
Super huge trophy.
I don't know, I guess.
That's a huge trophy. And then,
I'll be there.
that's good. We also have sweeper
wait.
tournaments that day.
No, I lie. I won't be there because I switched to be off championship weekend.
Okay. Which is the week after. Good segue, Peaches.
I know, I
Then
tried.
we go into championship weekend. The entire weekend of June will be spent, the entire first weekend of June will be spent down at Limerick Bowling Center. That Friday night, we will have our annual skins match when some PBA and WPBA professionals come in, and we have a lot of fun. That starts at about 8 o'clock. If you would like to watch that live, be at Limerick by about 7:30.
But we'll also be live streaming
Absolutely.
that too.
If you can't make it down, we will be live streaming. We have a lot of fun carrying that event. Thank you. According to Shania, we sound like robots.
Well, we kind of sound funky in our heads because I hear almost a little bit of an echo, but not too much.
Okay. And then that Saturday, we have the Pro-Am.
3 events.
Yes.
9 a.m. is the Pro-Am.
Go ahead. Finish this off.
12:30 and 4 we have 2 adult juniors. Please, can I stress this enough? When you send a payment online, please put if it's for the 12:30 or the 4 o'clock squad, because I'm not a mind reader and I'm not going to be going crazy the week before the tournament to try and figure out, okay, who's bowling what squad that day. And then on Sunday, June 4th, is our Invitational Championship at 10 a.m. And once we get closer to that, we'll let you know if you are in or not.
Yes. And then we got, hold on a second. Excuse me, ma'am. Ma'am, you can't sit there for the finals. You'll have to move. I apologize. And then the week after, we have the Masters Tournament, which we'll talk about that more in the coming weeks. The week after that, we have Best, and then we round out the season with the second annual PJBT Tournament of Champions.
In Harrisburg. Oh,
Yes.
we have the results.
Yes. Okay, the results.
Oh. I'll be back. I need to fill out the papers.
Dylan Zimmerman and Mike Rook are your top seeds. Your number 2 seeds, the Prodigy, Daniel Althouse and Casey Boucher. Third, the team of Zombro and Zombro. Anthony Nair and Brandon Runk, 3408. So 3408 to make the cut. All right, so we're back. Can someone now tell me how the audio is? Okay, so I reset the mics. Can somebody tell me how it's going? Clean, so much better. Okay, thank you, ladies and gentlemen. All right, so
Hi, Shania.
do we have what the handicap finalists were?
Hold on. Well, I can't see you on camera. Now wave. Yes, you're playing with your phone and drinking your drink.
Okay. So in the handicap division, your top seeds are Alex and William Crone. Your number 2 seed is Sarah Fenical and Chris Selmer. 3 seed, Mary Beth and Jason Baker. And your 4th seed is Emma and Tom Binnick. Emma, say your last name for me. Beaniac?
That's how
Emma?
you get beans, Pro Shop.
Emma and Tom Beaniac.
You have a fly on you.
There was a fly on. Okay. And your 5th seed, which is cashing today, Aaron Robinson and Audrey Rodriguez. So +3 cashed in handicap. Needed +196 to cash and scratch. That was Antonio Reyes and Skip Moyer.
Or as I also call him, my fiance.
Well, that's good.
Well, he loves me.
Yes. I'll be right back.
Okay. I'll entertain everybody. Okay, so while we're waiting, a couple post-tournament events. One of them is on August 6th, is the second annual Mark Gaines Memorial Tournament. First place in both division is $700. It's based on 35 entries in each division. Let's see. Start time's 1:30. Check-in starts at 12:15, and it's at Waynewood Lanes in Admore, PA. What else do we have? PA.
That's it.
Well, no, we have Travis's tournament out in.
Well, go grab a flyer.
All right.
Grab a chair while you're there.
Okay. Well, I gotta go on that side. Hold that.
Okay, as usual, the PJBT message board is live and operational. Feel free to chime in. If you're not a subscriber, kindly hit the subscribe button at the upper right, and you will be notified as long as you have notifications enabled. Every time we go live, putting on the headset, professional women's bowler, and we'll have to see how she did today, Brittany Himmelreich.
Hola.
English, please.
Hello.
How did you bowl today, Brittany?
I didn't bowl too bad. My worst game was on the debacle pairs.
Yes, 37 and 38 were not.
I think it was 35 to like 40-ish. Were like, woo, they were brutal. And I shot 180 something. That was my low game.
That's not bad.
No big games, but no disaster games.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
All right. Let's turn this over to Stacy to talk about some stuff.
Well, now I was giving it to you. You can talk about this one. Your
I'll
favorite.
Yes, I'll talk about our favorite old-time women's professional ball, the older generation. Go ahead. Tell us about Travis's tournament.
Let's see. It's July 13th to the 16th. It's right around Junior Gold. Where are we?
Cleveland.
Cleveland, Ohio.
Lots of squad times.
Yeah, lots of squad times. If you pay on or before $626, it's $100. Between the 27th of June and July 12th, it's $120, and walk-in at tournament is $125.
Do you know what bowling balls you're going to have yet, Travis? Travis does not. Every free entry does get a DV8 bowling ball. We just do not know which ones they will be yet. We will know by the end of June, according to Travis. That is a very popular tournament every year. Usually the Friday night squad sells out. So if you plan on bowling Friday night, get your entry in ahead of time.
Is there Bowl Expo right around before that time?
Yes, Bowl Expo is that week as well.
Yeah.
Earlier in the week. And Travis's tournament usually runs Thursday through Sunday.
Yep.
And like I said, the Friday night squad is always sold out. And we get pretty many for the Friday day squad as well, but it usually comes close to selling out, but not quite.
See, and you're telling me this, and you know more about this tournament than I do, and you want me to talk about it.
Okay.
Oh, piece of work.
What are you doing?
If anybody could really see this right now, Brittany is, I seriously, I gotta.
All right, Stacy's going to take a picture. I'm going to talk about our good friend, Marianne DeRupo.
I can call it from here.
She could.
Marianne is running a bowling camp at Limerick Bowling Center on
Oh, my flash is on.
Saturday, July the 8th, right before you go out to Junior Gold. It's Saturday, July the 8th from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m., and we will be focusing on bowling sports shots. So it's very, very important for those of you. All right. Okay, very good. All right. Hush. So for those of you that may be going to Junior Gold this year, you could come out and the topics that Marianne will be covering, and by the way, there's a special guest, Mo Pinnell.
He's a good one.
Mr. Radical himself will be there.
He might know what he's talking about.
Yeah, slightly, I'm sure. I'm sure. The topics that will be covered: reading different sport oil patterns, better shot making execution, lane transition, manipulating ball roll, and developing a better spare shooting options. I can tell you I will be there that day. I do not take part in the clinic, but I will be there, mostly for the free pizza. But it's well worth I believe it's $100 that you will spend. Well worth the $100 because you really, actually it's $125. It's still well worth it. It's well worth the money because you really do learn a lot. It's $125. It's $175 if you would like to add a Vice 3-ball wheel tournament bag, and you could add another $130 if you want a Radical High Performance bowling ball. So you could contact Marianne at www.dirupobowling.com. That's DIRUPO bowling.com. Her email address, if you have any questions, is derupo300 at optonline.net. I know Limerick's website and Marianne's website does have this flyer online if you are interested.
Anybody have 2 quarters?
I do. Yeah, but then we're going to get the lovely sound of the race car.
Beep beep.
All right, so
Here's
Go
our
ahead.
Here's our handicap. Let's go over scratch.
All right, so qualifying first today was Dylan Zimmerman and Mike Runk at plus 379. The second, holy cow, the Prodigy makes it. He's made the finals of every bowling pattern on wood this year. He must like wood lane.
I think he does.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Yes. Him and his partner Casey Boucher at plus 238. Qualifying third is the team of Darren and DJ Zombro at 209. And rounding out at 208, Anthony Nair and Brandon Runk. What are we?
You need the handicap names.
I need the handy. Yeah, where is the sheet?
Right there
Who
is
stole
the sheet.
my sheet?
I did not. I just have the handicaps. Whoops.
All right. So qualifying first in the handicap division at plus 256, Alex and William Crone. Qualifying second at plus 133, so a pretty big spread, Sarah Fennicle and Chris Selmer. Qualifying third at plus 58, Mary Beth and Jason Baker. And qualifying fourth at plus 39, Emma and Tom Binnick. Did I say that?
Biniak.
I'm just going to call them Emma and Tom because I'll never remember that.
Okay.
Stacey,
Tom,
what are
Tom's
their
the one that
handicaps?
goes by bees.
So,
Yes.
He has Pro Shop.
just so everybody's aware, these scores that Jason just read to you do not count.
That's true.
This is a clean slate. So what's going to happen is whoever has the highest wins, and so on and so forth all the way down till we have first
Yes.
through fourth.
I think
All right.
we should have a final where the lowest score wins.
Ooh, I like that.
Or they
Hey.
have to try and shoot the 7 and the 10 pin.
Hey, your husband's listening to us on his way up, so
Make them
Take-
shoot at the corner pins and
take
lowest
note
score
there,
wins.
Matthew. Okay, so it looks like on the handicap side, Emma and Tom are going to go first, and they're going to get 7 pins. Mary Beth and Jason get 69. Sarah and Chris are going to have 24, and Alex and William are going to have 63.
Yay.
On the other side, it looks like Anthony and Brandon are going first.
Yes.
Zombros are second.
Yes. It's reverse. Fourth seed goes first. Third seed goes second.
Oh, is that how we're doing it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yes,
Then
that's
never
how we're
mind.
doing it today.
No, never mind.
Last time we let the top seed pick their position
Yeah, that's
and
what
the second, but
threw me off.
Travis said no, not today.
No,
So-
actually, I think that was Josh.
He told me Travis. I think we'll blame him on both.
Okay.
Okay. So, I do believe this is going to be.
She is short enough that she does fit in the race car.
This is going to be Brittany's final tournament with us for a while.
I will.
Because, go ahead, tell them where you're going.
I am going to California.
Woo!
Yes.
Gonna be an actress?
Maybe. I'll be a stunt double.
There you go. There you go.
She's gonna be a stunt double for Disney.
Yes.
Are they remaking an Oompa Loompa?
I know.
Actually, no. Brittany is competing on the Women's Professional Bowlers Tour. She did not go out this week. Probably thankfully for her, since the oil pattern, other than the two board, was flat.
Well, they called it 1-1, so
Yes. Well,
everybody where they posted said 1-1. I don't know. That was U.S. Open flat.
yes.
Okay, so next week you're going to California.
Yes, I have the stop in Sacramento. Practice is Thursday, qualifying Friday. Hopefully, Cashers round on Saturday and
Yeah.
match play. I'll have to change my flight. But
Ruh-roh.
that would be okay if that happened.
That would be okay. Then everybody's leaving and going to Vegas, except
not.
me.
not.
Except me. I have the Munchkins.
I'm not going anywhere.
Me either. I'll be in Cursona with the Munchkins.
Yeah, I'm going to work.
I'm off.
Yes, I will leave Saturday and go to Vegas, and I will meet the rest of the crew out there. We are bowling nationals, or the Open Championships, Tuesday, Wednesday, I think.
Good for them.
So on Sunday, I get to spend my birthday in Vegas.
Happy birthday.
I'm going to be 21.
And I just turned 22 yesterday.
Then after that, I go from Vegas back to California. This time near Anaheim in Fountain Valley. I'm pretty excited about that one because then I get to go to Disneyland.
There you go. Hey, we got the handicap sheets. Oh. Wow, handicap started already. We didn't even notice. Okay. All right.
Oh, pay
So-
attention.
So let's see here. On the handicap side, Emma struck. Tom spared. Mary Beth spared. Jason opened. Sarah opened.
Chris struck. Hey, we're caught up.
And Chris struck. On the scratch side, Anthony struck. Brandon left a 2-7. All right, so we are off and running. Reminder, the PJBT message board is live and operational. Feel free to chime in. Let me know where you're hitting us up from. If you like what you see, if you have not subscribed yet, hit the subscribe button at the upper right-hand portion of the screen. And as long as you have notifications enabled, you will be notified
By a ding.
each and every time we go live. And all the times I bring up the stream to make sure it works.
Sometimes multiple times a day.
Like today.
And
Little Darren. with a nice
Struck.
strike. I can see that from my race car.
yes, Brittany is sitting in the race car in the bowling alley. And she's quite comfortable, I might add.
Let's see
Not
what
bad.
Casey does. His first shot on lane 9. He's a lefty.
That's
There's
not. That's DJ. That's Darren. That DJ's on. Brad.
That's
Oh.
yeah.
He's a lefty, too.
Yeah.
There's at least 3 lefties. Brandon, 4 lefties.
Yeah. Brandon and Mike.
5 lefties.
It's going to be a lefty battle.
Well, what do you know?
He struck.
We won't say who that is.
No.
That's the boogeyman.
Who's up on lane 12?
That
Tom.
would be Tom.
He strikes.
So Tom opens with spare strike, and Emma goes strike spare. So
Good
we'll keep you
start.
up to date on the scores as best as we can.
I'm not a big fan of these score monitors because you can't see the whole picture.
And it's a little hard for me to see in general. It's a little dark in here.
Yes, it is, especially the lower end of the house.
Took me a little while to get used to the lighting while bowling.
It favors ambiance.
Yes.
Casey makes the 6-10. So far, everybody on the scratch side is clean through 1. We have the tournament leaders now up, Mike and Dylan. Dylan looking for title number 4, I believe.
Who? Dylan.
Dylan?
I
Either
think
4
so.
or 5. I believe it's 4.
I think it's 4.
The race car's making noise.
It wasn't me, I promise.
Mary Beth went 7 spare on the handicap side, and her dad, Jason,
Ooh.
went 6 spare.
Mike with a stone 9.
Solid 9.
It didn't wiggle. Did not wiggle.
Let's see
No
what
love.
Dylan could do. Dylan puts out. I know Dylan hit that 37 and 38 as well. He came up to me after a couple frames and he goes, "There's something wrong." I'm like, what's wrong? He goes, "I just missed the head pin on the left."
Yeah, that was brutal.
Yes.
Definitely some kind of malfunction.
That's pretty much everybody's low game of the day that hit that pair occurred on that lane.
But at least everybody hit one of those pairs during the day.
Yes.
So it made it fair.
There was an adult bowler, I won't say his name as to embarrass him, but he went 220, 240, and then he got to that pair and shot an 89. Not 189, an 89. That pair was
Horrendous.
brutal, to say the least. Let's see what Brandon could do in frame 2. As Brandon normally does. He strikes.
Better shot than on the left lane.
We got Sarah up on lane 11, looking for her first mark of the match. And she
Ooh.
does not get
Chopped.
it. So 7-2, 7-2 to start out for Sarah. William is up on lane 12. He's looking for a double. The Zombros are up. Anthony scored it and scored. DJ struck. And Alex on lane 11, weak 10 pin.
Had a couple of those today.
Did you
Depending
make
on
up?
what pair. I think I missed 2 10 pins today.
Whoops.
I know.
Got to button that up a little bit for
I
next
know.
week. Whoa, you see the look I'm getting right now. It's like, yeah, I know I got to practice 10 pins.
Yeah, but I've been pretty good lately. Casey comes up a little light. 3 pin. So does the little Darren.
Yes.
Light.
2-5. For those of you in the Wilkes-Barre area, after we're done, the PJBT crew will be going to Pizza Bella. Welcome to join us, especially if you're going to pay.
We found that by accident the last time we were up here.
Yes. We'll be getting some Old Forge-style pizza again. I'm sure Travis knows what that is. He shakes his head, yes. It's good to have Travis here again. Our buddy Travis doesn't get out to many of these anymore. Now that tax season's over, he said, I'm coming to Wilkes-Barre. Let's see what the Prodigy could do here in frame 2. Working on a strike. And let's make that a double. Travis puts on the headset. Boom, boom. How are you?
I'm hanging in there. How about you?
Oh, can't complain.
Truth is, I agreed to do this back in July.
Of last year.
Right.
Obviously not this year.
Well,
Matt.
I'd hope not.
Matt and I did the schedule together last July, and he was trying to figure out when to do the adult finals. And I said, if you want to do them that day, then I'll come up here and do this event. So, fulfilling a promise I made.
All right. Dylan working on a strike. He's up on lane 9, and that's a double. Lots of strikes so far on the scratch side. On the handicap side, Emma is still clean through 3. She went strike, spare, spare.
And
Her
Tom,
partner, Tom, went. Yep, go ahead.
that's her dad, and the sponsor of this event. Owner of Beans Pro Shop, yep.
He went spare, double.
Also the owner of Crown Lanes down in Shamokin.
I tell you, Travis always was a walking encyclopedia of knowledge.
It's called show prep. Still got the radio in my blood.
Mary Beth on the handicap side is spare, spare, strike. And her father is open, spare, spare. Sarah is trying to get her first mark. She leaves another 3-pin spare. Let's see if she can make this one.
All right, trivia question for you. Would this
Uh-oh.
be Sarah's first final since winning the Invitational last year?
No.
No.
Okay.
There's a spare for Sarah. Her partner Chris is now up. He's working on a double. And he comes in a little high, leaves the 4-6-7.
That's one thing I saw today. If you didn't get a lucky break with going high, you left pins on both sides. Carrie was nice to some people, not nice to others.
Strike for Papa Zombro and a spare for Squire Zombro. Casey now up, lane 9. He started out spare, spare. Chris, good run on his split. Covers the 2. There's a strike for Casey. Daniel now up. He's on lane 10. He's open with a double. He's looking for a turkey. Alex on the handicap side makes his 8-pin. And he was definitely off balance on that shot. Leaves the 6-9-10. We'll see if he can cover that. And William up on lane 11. He comes in light. Leaves the 2-pin. He's on an open, so he'll be looking to get back on the mark train.
They held the lead pretty much all day today. They lost maybe 1 or 2 games, but for the most part, they've been in the catbird seat all day.
Spare conversion there for Althouse. Not a chance. I wouldn't. Wait a minute. I'm the one that pays for him, so I kind of. There's a miss of a 10-pin by Mike on lane 9. Solid shot there by Tom. That's a triple. And a good shot by Emma. So they're clean through 4. After the 4th frame, we'll give you some scores here. As I know in the future we're working to find a way to put scoreboards up on our live stream. A little bit tough showing 2 matches at a time.
There's a snowplow by Mary Beth. Right down the middle, and everything just decided, all right, we'll go to one side. The other pins will go to the other side. Give her a strike. What Anthony just did was a rarity. 8-pin up there, and it carried. Usually an 8-pin or a 9-pin that I saw today, it stood there and waved its finger at you. Not that time. What do we have
Ah, look who decided to show up.
here? We're still doing award ceremony, like it or not.
Here's your lovely wife.
After
All right, so looking at the handicap side, Emma has a strike in the 4th. She's got 59 in the 3rd, strike in the 4th. Her partner Tom went spare triple. Mary Beth is spare, spare, double, so she has 37 in the 2nd with a double in the 3rd and 4th. Yeah. Her partner, her dad, Jason, went open, spare, spare, open, so he has 54 in the fourth. Sarah, open, open, spare, strike. She has 38 in the third with a strike, and her partner, Chris, double, open, strike. He's got 55 in the third with a strike in the fourth. And the Crones, Alex is 3 spares and a strike, and his partner, William, strike, open, spare, and he'll try to make this 10 pin. Travis, why don't you tell us about the scratch side?
Starting on the scratch side, both Zombros up right now. That's 4 in a row for Darren Jr. Darren the third trying at the baby split and gets it. 57 and a spare now. He'll go into the fifth. Anthony Nyer, front 4. Brandon Runk spare next 3. Now up Daniel and Casey. Casey working on 39 and a strike into the fourth. Daniel 47 and a spare into the fourth. Beans couldn't get it back on the lane 11. Leaves the 2-4-5-8. All house with a strike. That's 67 and a strike. As Little Beans carries.
Little Beans.
She's now got 59 and a double. Casey Boucher with a strike, 39 and a double working after 4. Now Zimmerman and the elder Runk. Zimmerman 49 and a spare here into the fourth, and Runk 48 and an open. Nice break by Baker.
Yes.
Mary Beth now on a triple.
Wall shot, Jersey.
Yeah, would be
There was a lot of jerseys today.
That would be 6 in a row by the youth on the handicap side. I find it ironic. We got the race car sound effects back here, and we got the NASCAR race on TV here.
Once again, our message board is live and operational. Feel free to hit us up. Let us know where you're watching us from. If you have any comments, feel free. Any questions? If you haven't subscribed yet, we are approaching 500 subscribers to our channel.
Ooh, that's good.
Yes. Maybe we'll celebrate once we get to 500. We'll have a party. If you subscribe and you have notifications enabled, you will get notified each and every time we go live.
4-7 for Mike Runk, and he'll make it.
This is my race car.
So 48 and a spare for Mike. Jason Baker with the spare. That gives him 54 and a spare after 5. Zimmerman, the 2-4-8. Can't get it to come back. Only takes the 8 out. So he'll have 74 after 4.
I found that with these lanes that for left side spares, if you got it more in the middle, it just hung there most times. You had to like get it out. If you were hooking at it, you had to actually get it out.
You figure with everybody going Jersey, all the oil was pushed down in the middle, thus making that hang area.
Yeah. Everybody standing left and throwing right if you're right-handed.
That's front 5 for Nyer. Brandon Runk trying to go 4 in a row. They have the lead here on the scratch side. And the lead grows for Nyer and Runk. Little D with a strike.
Good spare there by Alex on the handicap side, lane 12. He made the 1-2-4-7. And Chris Selmer covered his 10 pin.
I believe we have a pin jam.
Yes, sounds that way. Let's see what Daniel can do. He is up frame 5, working on a strike on lane 10.
Out
Looks
of
like
trouble.
he got that one out a little bit early. He was helping to steer it right. But he did break up the split, leaves just the 4-7.
Big D makes his 4-7. That's 108 and a spare after starting off with the front 4.
49's coming outside. He's there. They are 3 wide behind.
Good spare for Dan. 87 and a spare after 5. Bad break for Bauscher. Can't get the 7 to go down.
Good shot there by William. Off of the open in the 4th. He strikes in the 5th. All right, to the top of the 6th we go. Tom working on a spare, and we have to fix William's score.
I did not give him his spare. Or gave him
Yeah,
9.
give him a 9 instead of a strike. Josh.
Now the thing is with 12,
Nope, I think
the
Emma
monitor
got
is
it.
out. Yep, Emma got it.
Now got it. Okay, never mind.
The thing is the lower monitor is out on 12, so you gotta do it by memory.
And Emma probably knows that pretty well.
Oh yes. Oh yes.
Emma on a double. Good shot there by Mike on lane 9. Does not get rewarded. Leaves a solid 7. See if Emma could get a turkey. Good shot. Also not rewarded. 10 pin.
Good strike for Zimmerman. Rebounding after the open.
I'm sure a lot of our bowlers are happy that the finals are down this end of the house.
Yeah,
I
just a
agree.
bit. Ooh.
Makeable spare though.
And as I say that, Tom splits. Maybe he's not happy. Good spare there by Emma.
Ooh.
And another
Mike.
open by Mike Runk. You can fix. I'll fix it. Unless you know how.
So Emma with her spare, she has 108 in the 5th with a spare in the 6th. Tom did not convert his split. He's got 123. And don't forget they are getting 7 pins handicap. So they are at about 240 or so. Another strike there by Brandon Runk on the scratch side.
The other guys better start putting pressure on those guys, or they
Yes.
just keep striking.
Lefty power.
Yes, wood lanes. Lefty is. It's good to be a lefty when you're on wood lanes.
Oh, it'll be interesting to see what happens towards the later part of this match with 5 lefties being on that pair.
Light
Have to see
hit
if something.
and carries the 6 pin, and that's 6 in a row for Nyer.
Mary Beth covers her 10 pin. She has 116 in the 5th with a spare in the 6th. They are getting 69 pins.
Big
Her-
D gets the 7 to carry.
Her dad covers his spare. He's got 72 in the 5th with a spare in the 6th.
Over here on the scratch side, Nyer and Runk still on pace to do 590, 300 and 290 respectively. Darren Zombro the third, if he makes this spare, he'll have 97 and a spare after 6. Darren Jr. 128 and a strike after 6. Casey Bauscher working on a spare.
Oh.
Cannot get the 6 to fall.
Chris Selmer on the handicap side. Strikes, he's got 95 in the 5th with a strike in the 6th. They are getting 24 pins. By the way, the team of Mary Beth and Jason are at about 270 right now, so they're in the lead. Sarah covers her spare. She's got 77 in the 5th with a strike with a spare in the 6th. So they have a little work to do. They're at about close to 200 right now.
Casey picks up his spare.
That's 107 and a spare for him in the 9th, and Allhouse with the miss there. It's 114 in the 6th now for him. Keep in mind with the prizes for the adult junior, if you finish 2nd, 3rd, and 4th, there are different levels of prizes. It's not that everybody gets the same thing for not winning. So they are competing. If they can't win, they are competing for 2nd and 3rd. Points matter as well.
Yes. On the handicap side, William doubled, so he's got 56 in the 4th with a double in the 5th and 6th. His partner, Alex, also struck. He's got 98. So between the two of them, about 184. And so they are in 2nd at about 255. So team of Mary Beth and Jace, I'd say, are up by about 15 pins on the scratch side as of this moment.
Zimmerman starting to struggle on the left lane on this side here. Went light last time and leaves the bucket here.
The last time we had an adult junior, I forget if it was the scratch or the handicap side, but the 4 seeds ended up winning. The 3rd seeds finished 2nd. The 2nd seeds finished 3rd, and the leaders finished 4th. And right now, the team of Zimmerman and Runk better start picking it up, or they're going to have a repeat performance.
Can't convert, so 102 in the 6th for Zimmerman. Runk's got 76 and a strike. Everybody's on the heels of Nyer and Runknot right now. The half-mile pole, they're out by 17 lengths.
Little Kentucky Derby lingo for next Saturday.
Speaking of next Saturday and next Sunday, good luck to all the bowlers from around the state competing in Pepsi State Championships, also Pennsylvania State Handicap Tournament Championships, which will be at Suburban Bowlerama in York all weekend long.
Are you going to be making an appearance?
Yes, I will. Got a couple kids from Colony Park North who made it, so.
Good luck to them.
Of course, the one kid we're going to be seeing decided to bowl Saturday night at 6. So we'll be watching the Kentucky Derby from Alley Oops. Young Mr. Runk with a bad break. Let's see if he decides to. They've got a lead. Would he try for it? Knowing how the backstops of AMF machines like these are bounce friendly.
Yes. On the handicap side, Emma did spare in the 7th. Her partner, Tom, also spared. Mary Beth open. Jason struck. Sarah 6 count. Chris with a double.
And he can't make either. So he's got 164 in the 7th. He spared the first frame, had next 5, and now this open. Bad break for Fennicle. Couldn't get the 4-pin out of that spare. She's got 102 now in the 7th.
William comes in light. He leaves. Wow.
And the same fate for DJ Zombro Jr. as he went pocket and left a 7-10.
They must be glued.
All right, he got one. So 156 in the 7th for Zombro Jr.
On the handicap side, William converts his spare, and Alex did double. That's a pretty big double. They close the gap on Mary Beth and Jason.
Trip the 4, which is one of the best hits you can get here at Stanton Lanes, and always has been.
Brittany, it sounds like he knows from experience. I have a
don't know.
feeling he's thrown a couple games in this house.
I
in his
don't. I don't
time.
think he's from around here.
Couple 100,000, I think.
By the way, what was the answer to your TV question earlier this week?
Oh, yeah. So I did post top 10s for you know how it's top 10 concerts you've seen. Spot the
Yes.
lie. Well, I changed it up, and later I found out. I'm glad I changed it up because Facebook is trying to spy on you to find out, for marketing purposes for down the road. Well, then I put one, it was a top 20. I've been on all these radio and TV stations, spot the lie. The answer is the radio station in Elizabethtown.
Aha.
Baker goes Jersey, and Mike Runk goes right side Jersey. And it didn't register. Zimmerman, he's got the right lane figured out.
Yes.
So he's got 102 and a strike. Everybody on the youth side struck that frame. Boucher and Runk struck for the adults. Splits for Brandon, the solid 7-10. So everybody went some sort of pocket on the adult side in the 7th frame.
Good shot there by Sarah. So far, all the youth have struck in the 8th frame on the handicap side.
Baker just barely makes it. Avoids having to buy drinks. And if you don't know what that means, you're not old enough.
I wasn't. I was getting a message on my phone. I wasn't paying attention.
Oh, okay. Selmer, that's a triple for him.
Thank you.
Bad break for Alex Cron there. Misses the 4-pin spare, only gets one as Nyer continues the express train and now has front 8. Was he in the 300 pot? Because the youth 300 pot has not been hit yet.
Yes, usually he does get in.
49's coming outside. There.
Excuse me as I yell. Mr. Josh.
They are 3 wide behind you. The 49's the first.
Good strike there for Daddy Zombro. Let's see what Squire Zombro could do. He comes in light, leaves the 2-pin. William up on the handicap side. He converts his single pin spare.
Brandon Runk was the only one to shoot 300 today, but if Anthony Nyer, his partner, gets it, the 300 scholarship pot is at $44. Started at 27 today. 17 more in today, so it'd be $44. He needs 4 more strikes for that, plus his winnings. Double for Beans, and Emma with 3-6-10. Yes, you saw that as the 7-10 decided to go in.
49's coming outside. There.
That's unusual with his luck.
They are 3 wide behind you. The 49's the first.
So it's pretty much battle for second here on the youth side. Recapping after 8 frames, Nair on front 8, Brandon Runk 164 and a strike. They can strike out for 554 as Emma Bieniek spares. Zombro and Zombro. Darren the third, 137 and a spare after 8. Darren Jr., 156 and a strike after 8. Allhouse 114 and a double. He can go off for 234, and Bauscher can go off for 247. Zimmerman just struck. He can go off for 222, and Mike Runk with a strike. He's on a triple. He can strike out for 226. Nair on front 8. Now 9. Handicap side, Emma Bieniek 166 and a spare after 9. Tom 143 and a double. Jason Baker makes his spare. That's 130 and a spare after 9. And Mary Beth Baker 163 and a spare with that conversion. Now Sarah and Chris coming up. Sarah 102 and a strike coming into the 9th. Selmer, I believe, was 76 after 5, and he's on a triple. And then the Crons, Alex 148 after 8, and William 123 and a spare after 8. Well, we were talking Brandon Runk struck, so it's pretty much in the bag for them on the scratch side. Payouts in both divisions. Scholarships 200 for first, 125 for second, 85 for third, 70 for fourth. The adult winnings 150, 100, 60, and 50. Allhouse with a strike.
Definitely the race is on for second in the scratch. Any of those teams could still wind up in second.
Zombros, if they punch in the 10th, they'll have 493. 481 for Dan and Casey. Zimmerman
Evan.
and Runk, their max is 448. As Alex makes his spare. We started handicap a little early, but it looks like they're going to finish up just about right at the same time. And Cron strikes. All right, 10th frame.
It registered as a 9.
Emma to the rescue again. Give her an extra $1 scholarship or something extra for doing all these changes here today.
Maybe a free bowling ball from the pro shop.
Oh, you're bad. Looks good. It is good.
Nice shot.
186 and a strike. She can finish with 216. Now Dad Beans with 233 as a possibility if he can strike out. They only get 7 pins handicap, so they need everything. Carries the 9. Seven out, so she can strike for 206 or make the spare for 206. So they're going to be in the 440s if Tommy strikes here. .206 for Emma Bieniek. Good finals for her. Anthony
Oh.
Can't get it. Here's the jeers from everybody else, but they have this match well in hand here. Can't get the 4-pin to carry. 222 with a spare here, and that would give them 435. And the victory lap continues for Runken Nyer.
That was just a bit outside.
251. I don't think you've ever had a final 251 score. Baker leaves a 6-pin. She has a chance to shoot 200 here.
Yes, she does. 529 for the team of Nyer and Runk.
Got it.
Spare up. 202 still the max here.
Big shots here still on the scratch side as the race for second is still on.
Jason needs a mark here.
Good shot there by young Zombra.
Jason can take the lead here with a mark. Gets 7. Now Zombro clinches 230s now as Mary Beth gets 9 for 201. They have 69 pins handicap, so that's 270. Jason needs to make this and get 9 to take the lead. And it goes far outside. So 156, so 357 scratch. Gives them 426.
Solid 10 by Papa Zombra.
Darren the third makes his spare for a final of 205. And then a spare would be 235 for 440 if they can convert. Sarah gets the 10 to fall. 130. She can punch for 170.
Oh.
Bad break for Selmer. 9-pin. He can finish with 213, and they cannot take the lead. So the Beaniacs have the lead with 1 pair to go. Allhouse with the strike, Fenical with the spare. Spare for Selmer, 192 and a spare, and he can finish up with 212. If both strike, they'll end up with 406, and the best they can do is third. Looking ahead, Cron and Cron are getting 63 and would need at least each a mark in the 10th. Five in a row for Dan. Selmer 211, Fenical 170, 381 scratch, 405 total. Boucher can't get the 6 out. He can finish with 216. see how All House finishes here.
49's coming outside. They're 3 wide behind you, the 49's in first.
Strike by William Cron, and he needed that. Now, big spare here.
I don't think it registered Danny's last strike.
He'll fix that. And makes the spare. So 185 if he strikes. William needs significant count here. They both need big count. Huge strike for Alex. That's 185. You add the handicap, it's 248. 187 is what is needed, so it's 8 on this ball by William, and they win.
49's coming outside. He's there.
Strike claims it. Crons are your handicap champions. $450 on the scratch side for All House and Boucher.
I believe that puts him in second place, it looks like. Had a good day
Yes.
Yes,
for Mr. Daniel.
that's his second place finish this year in an adult junior. Do you recall who his partner was the first time they finished second? Or the first time he finished second?
It was me and him at Chaco's.
Why, yes, it was.
We ran into the Vitelli train.
Yes.
203 for William Cron and a 451 total score. So Alex and William, yes, they get the hug and the championship. Nice strike, Mike Runk.
Good way to end the day.
So 426 if Zimmerman strikes. And he does.
And they end up fourth. So we got 529 for the team of Nauer and Runk, 450 for Althaus Boucher, 440 for the Zombros, and 426 for Zimmerman and Runk.
Some good finals there.
Absolutely. All right, we will have award presentations, and then we will set up the camera to do interviews. You have been watching final round coverage of the adult junior at Stanton Lanes in Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania.
May I propose something?
Absolutely.
Because we've had comments from many people saying how they cannot hear when we award them.
Yes.
Why don't we tilt down,
Yes.
have me on camera, I'll introduce everybody, we can get them on camera, and we'll do it that way.
All right. Well, I could just lower. I could bring the whole camera down.
Yes. Hang on, we're going to set up here.
You still want me to point it out there, right?
Point it to wherever, however far this reaches. Yeah, this is my good side.
You're looking at Josh's face.
Yes, we're pointing it at them first. Yes.
You stand like right where at that table.
That's as far out as it can
Looking at Travis's chest.
go. Yes. We see your chest, Travis.
You at least see my chest. Okay.
We see your chest.
There, now you see me all together. I can't see the monitor, so you're probably watching Josh write down
Yes,
everything.
we are absolutely watching Skip Moyer write down stuff right now. And we could see the papers in your hand, and we could see your chest.
There we go. That's the
By
pit
the way,
rumble.
congratulations to Boom Boom, down 30 pounds so far.
Yes. I will try not to blow out this microphone as I do announcements, so I'm going to hold it as far away as possible here.
Would you like to do post-match interviews today?
No, I'm going to let that up to
No.
the master here. You got it.
Wait a minute, you're a lot better at this than I am.
No,
What?
I'm not. You know these kids a little better than I do.
All right, so while we're waiting, reminder, next week we are off, a rare off week for the PJBT. Then the following week we have a Saturday tournament. That is the 13th up at ABC North in Harrisburg, special noon start time. Then the following Saturday we are at Colony Park North for the final regular season event in season number 18. That is going to be on Montreal. That is a 2:30 start time. And then the PJBT postseason starts. We got the Bracket Survivor Tournament the following Sunday. That's Memorial Day Sunday. And then we go into championship weekend. The first Friday in June, we have the skins match where the professionals from the PBA Tour and the Women's Tour come together. We will have, I believe, 6 bowlers this year. And then Saturday morning, we have the Pro-Am with the pros. And then we have 2 squads of adult junior where the top finishers, I believe the top 8 go, or the top 5, go head-to-head against Parker Bowen Saturday night for some cash. Winner take all. And then we have the Invitational on Sunday.
Be right back.
Yes.
Hold on.
False start.
I'm doing it here so everybody can hear me on the feed, and everybody go to Josh. Yes. No, I'm starting. You're handing out. This will work. We're going to start in the scratch division. Finishing 4th, youth earns a $70 scholarship, the adult a $50 prize. Dylan Zimmerman and Mike Runk.
Zimmerman and Runk, 4th place finishers today. Brittany has left her race car.
Finishing 3rd, $85 scholarship for the youth, $60 for the adults. No, scratch all at once. Matt's not doing it, I'm doing it today. It's not a Broadway show, it's just a tournament.
Hurry up, I'm getting hungry.
Pizza Bella can wait. 3rd place in scratch, $85 scholarship for the youth, $60 for the adults at plus 209 in the qualifying. Darren and DJ Zombro.
Zombro and Zombro, your 3rd place finishers in the scratch division today.
And finishing 2nd place scratch, $125 scholarship for the youth, $100 for the adult. Dan Allhouse and Casey Bauscher.
Althouse Bauscher, your runner-up today in the scratch division.
And our champions on the adult and the scratch side, $200 for the youth, $150 for the adult. Anthony Nyer and Brandon Runk.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Absolutely. And your winners, the team of Nauer and Runk.
Fourth place in handicap. $70 scholarship for the youth, $50 for the adult. Sarah Fennicle and Chris Selmer.
Fedical and Selmer, fourth place finishers in the handicap division.
Third place, $85 for the youth, $60 for the adult. Mary Beth and Jason Baker.
Third place finishers, Mary Beth and Jason Baker.
Second place, $125 scholarship for the youth, $100 for the adult. Emma and Tom Beniak.
Emma and Tom Beniak, your runners up today in the handicap division.
And our champions, $200 scholarship for the youth, $150 for the adult. Alex and William Cron.
Alex and William Cron, your handicap champions, say, okay, we will set up for interviews. Stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen. It's kind of touchy. All right, so let's get the handicap winners back here, Alex and William Crone. As soon as they get pictures taken. Yes. We'll do the scratch division first. Brandon Runk and Anthony. What?
Shut up. Oh.
Come on in a little closer so the camera can pick you up. Gentlemen, congratulations.
Thank you.
Lefty Power.
Oh, yeah.
How many is this for you now this year?
Oh, this year?
This
2.
season. And you?
1.
Really? All right. Well, always nice to come in and save your best game for the end.
Absolutely.
What was it like out there in the championship match? It seemed like, I mean, I'm not going to say you had a lot of area because you guys were just making fantastic shots.
Thanks.
Really? That's it? That's all you could say?
Yeah. What else is there to say? It's a house shot.
It was a pretty difficult house shot. You know,
Amen.
There's not a lot of oil up here, and
Especially when you get down that end.
yes. What equipment were you throwing today?
I threw everything, actually. I started out with the urethane down on that end, and then went to my Rebel Solid towards I got down here, and for the finals, I threw my Rebel Pro.
And what did you throw today?
I started with a blue hammer down there, and then I came down, and then I went to my breakdown, then to a desert ops, then to my black U-dot.
Okay. So you're finishing up your second or third year at William Patterson.
My second at William Patterson, but my third year in college.
And you are just a freshman at, where you go to high school?
Lewisburg.
Lewisburg. Okay. Well, thanks, guys, for
Yep.
coming today and winning.
Hey, got to repeat.
Yes, absolutely. By the way, favorite PJBT personality?
Travis still.
Travis.
Ah, Ladies and gentlemen, your scratch division champions, the team of. See, I'm the only one clapping because you did. You would have got a lot more claps if you said Skip or myself.
My
The
dad's
team of
clapping.
Brandon Runk and Anthony. Say your last name the right way.
Nair.
Nair. Yes. Congratulations, gentlemen.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, now for the handicap champions, Alex and William. All right, we have our handicap division champions, Alex and William Crone. Did I say that last name? Cron. So it's 1-0, not 2. Congratulations on your victory today. It came down to the 10th frame. Let's see. We had William struck out in the 10th, and Alex Spare struck, and I believe you guys won by about 10 pins. So you definitely needed to perform in the 10th.
Yeah, it definitely came down to a very close thing because Emma was firing on all cylinders. So
Yes.
it came down to the wire.
Did you know it was that close?
No.
Alex told me that we both had to strike out. I was a little nervous about that, but I knew we had a chance. But this was great because I grew up on wood, and when I came here today and I saw the wood, I said, this is something that's going to be good for me today. So
so you did not know this was a wood house ahead of time?
This is my first time here, yeah.
Probably not your last.
Probably not. We really enjoyed the series this year. We lost in the finals over in Scranton. The other play at Chaco's.
Yes.
And so we went down to Lancaster, and we didn't do that. We didn't do that well. But today, we rocked it today. So
good. What equipment were you throwing today?
I was throwing the Venom Cobra and from Motive, and I was throwing what was it, my plastic ball?
So you're throwing a plastic ball, Columbia white dot.
Okay, and you, sir?
And I was actually throwing a Storm Tropical Breeze all day today.
Really?
Yeah, it was.
Really?
It's a weaker ball, but it had length, and it kept me safe today. I made a lot of spares, but came up big when I needed to. So.
What grade are you in school?
I'm in 8th.
8th grade. Wow. Where do you go to school?
I go to Delaware Valley.
Delaware Valley. All right. Here's your chance. You want to give a shout out to anybody? Look right in that camera and give a shout out to somebody.
I'd like to give a shout out to Vanessa Chamorro, my girlfriend, and I'd like to give out to my mom and my grandparents.
William?
I want to give a shout out to Audrey, who came with us today, my girl, and Aaron. They both did very well today, too. They got a 5th place.
Yes.
And I want to give a shout out to all my homies at PJ Bowl and Minnesink Lanes. And say, hey, where are you guys, man? Come out here. This is so much fun. You got to get out here with your kids and have this much fun like we're having.
Absolutely, because this is where the big boys and girls come to bowl each and every week.
Oh, they're amazing here. All these bowlers are amazing.
Yes. All right, the final question that I ask all of our winners. Now, I know you don't get out here to bowl on the tour much, so I know you don't know too many of us that run this, but who is your favorite PJBT personality? If you don't know, you just say PA Fats because, it's me.
I guess it's you.
Hey, I like that.
Matt's nice, too, though. We like Matt. And
Matt's nice. Yeah, Matt's
he's a nice
Matt's
guy.
nice.
Hey, Matt.
All right.
Say hello,
Ladies
Matt.
and gentlemen, your handicap division champions today, William and Alex Cron. Thanks, guys.
Thanks a lot.
Yep.
Appreciate it.
Thank you. Thank you. All right, let's get Travis in here. We'll wrap this day up.
So tell me, my friend.
Yes.
Which Pizza Bella do you want to go to?
The one on Hazel Street, right up about 2 miles up the road here.
1 mile. That's fine.
Yes.
It's right by one of the first places I used to work. That's
okay.
fine. Yes.
Yes, that's we like the food. We found it by accident.
Okay.
When we were up here for Chaco's last week, because Iliano's, where we usually go, is closed.
Okay.
So we kind of went there.
See, this is what happens when we have broadcasts like this. It disintegrates into Food Network, but that's okay. We got to feed our bellies eventually.
Yes. All right. As a reminder, we are off next week.
Off, yes.
And then on Saturday, the 13th, I believe it is, we'll be at ABC North.
That's Sunday. That's a Sunday.
Is it?
Yeah.
I thought the schedule said that's a Saturday.
It's
a
Sunday because Saturday, the 20th, is Colony Park North.
Yes. Let's see here. Ah, yes. Oh, there was supposed to be something else. Okay, so it's Sunday the 14th. Special 12 noon start time at ABC North. And then the following Saturday, we are at Colony Park at 2:30.
My thanks to Paul Wallachek, Terry Vesic, and everybody here at Stanton Lanes. We appreciate it.
Yes.
And off we are to see the Bowers in 2 weeks.
Yes, absolutely. Until then, for all of us, for Matt, for Brittany, for Josh, for Stacy, for Mom, Pop, Brent, for the little ones, For Jen, for Boom Boom, I'm the one your mom always warned you about. And Daniel. PA Fats saying, have a good evening. Wave bye. Bye-bye.
Thank you.